Hi students, this chapter we are going to look at writing formulas. What are the formulas of your polyatomic ions and how to write chemical equations. Okay, so when you have a compound that is a metal and non-metal compound, this one will be your ionic compound. So ionic compound, write the ions of the element. Ions means you write the charge of the elements. Okay, so recall the elements, all group 1 elements, they have one valence electron and it will lose one electron to form a positive 1 charge. Group 2, 2 valence electron, lose the 2 to form 2 plus. Group 7, 7 valence electron, they will gain 1 electron to become 2A8. So it will gain 1 negative, it forms a negative 1 charge. Group 6, 6 outer electrons, gain 2 to become 2A8. So the charge will be 2 negative. Okay, so remember, write the ions of the element and then we write the formula. Okay, how do we write the formula? Right, there are two methods. Number one, first method is all these compounds are neutral. Okay, so essentially I'm trying to balance out the charge by finding the lowest common multiple. Okay, so in the example, I have magnesium, group 2 from 2 plus, and chloride, Cl minus, group 7, gain 1. Okay, so these two will react together to form a neutral compound, right? And how do they become neutral? You balance out the charge. So the whole chloride, I need to have 2 times. So your formula will be MgCl2. This small 2 represents it chemically bonded together and there are 2 chloride atoms. There's actually a 1 here, it represents 1 magnesium, but this 1 you don't need to write. Okay, so your formula will be MgCl2. Okay. So this is the method, find the lowest common multiple. So common multiple 1 and 2 is 2. That's why you have 2. Okay, or you do the cross method. Always make sure the formulas are correct. Okay, so same example, Mg2 plus, Cl minus. What do we mean by the cross method is to bring down your element. So you bring down the element and then you do a cross method of the charge. So bring the charge down to below 2. This is 1, bring it down, no need to write. You will get your same formula, MgCl2, MgCl2. Okay, so those elements with a group, you can tell the charge using this. Okay, those elements without the group, we call them transition metals. So there's a box in your periodic table that doesn't have a group. It's called your transition metal. Okay, transition metals are usually indicated with their Roman numeral. So if it's not indicated, take as 2 plus, and then you have to know silver is always plus, zinc is always 2 plus. So in an example, if the name is iron 3 chloride. So iron 3 chloride, the Roman numeral says it's 3, so iron is Fe. Because it's a metal, metal always lose to form positive ions, so Fe3 plus, and Cl minus is your standard from your periodic table. Doing the cross method, you bring down the alphabets, the element, bring the charge to the bottom. Bring it down, no need to write. Okay. This step is very important. Number one, you always make sure your formula is correct. And then you don't change your formula ever again. Okay? Sometimes, you know, iron 3 chloride, when students see this name, they just think iron and chloride. This is wrong. Okay, this compound doesn't exist. So be sure your formula is FeCl3.